Very welcome crowd. It's so great for us to finally start because this is not a result. I mean, of course, this is a result of some serious work done within the last 1.5 years. But you know, it's just for us. It's just the beginning of the whole idea that the crowd is. And let me probably just talk for 1 or 2 minutes about the idea behind that project. I am coffee. Crowd, creating other ways of dissemination. This is how it's called. Dissemination. Yeah, we were thinking about, well, you know, questions that we are considered ourselves with here, being the Lettrétage in Berlin. That is, how can we do events, literary events that, let's say that you know, try to try out new ways, or at least try to get people together who are interested in new ways of presenting literature, and also of thinking, organizing literature. This is some very core idea of the crowd. I think we kind of sense us among each other. We don't know anything more than all of you guys about the topic of trying out new things. Especially something like the Sound Out Festival, Moritz is going to talk about it for the opening speech, is one of the first attempts to kind of create a frame where all of our ideas can meet and, yeah, well, stabilize that frame. To stabilize that frame, that's probably the main idea of the crowd. The crowd is, put it in a very easy sentence, a network of the free, independent literary scenes in Europe. So that's, you know, something to write down. And because it's, you know, it's always important because this is such a huge project. It will go for 2 years now. There are a lot of different aspects about it. So it's always very important to kind of, you know, it's not that easy to always put it in one sentence. And that's also not the idea of this conference, to put things in one sentence and to be sure about things. This conference, or this working meeting, in our view, is much more, well, the possibility to ask questions, the possibility to talk to each other and not just about oneself or about each other. This is also another very important aspect about the crowd project, to make parallel societies become aware of each other. You know, there's so many people all over Europe doing stuff that we all are involved in, publishing books, organizing readings, running their venues, and, well, we know so few of them. You know, so we really want to know more. We really want to invite all of you people to activate your networks, and this thing is going to be growing ever on. Well, let's wrap the whole general crowd topic up with, I mean, we have of course certain tools that we are going to use within the next 2 years. I just want to, well, to summarize them roughly. You know, there's one big digital way of meeting the crowd, and there will be at least one big personal analog way of meeting the crowd. The digital one will be, we are going to start a mobile app and a very interesting interactive web page, which will be probably around end of this year, the publication point. The possibilities with this one is, the app is called Agora. And that also, you know, opens up the idea behind it, because the Agora is a marketplace, but also a place to, well, share ideas and to meet. And with this app, put it in short, we try to create a map of European literary activists, which are, you know, who you can contact directly through the app with messenger function, who you can get to know very easy. You can share text. It's not going to be a commercial thing, but it's going to be an open thing and a public thing. And so there's a lot of people that we can reach, probably because they only have to open this and get out of the train in Sarajevo and, you know, ask themselves where are the crazy folks here. So they just open our app and they will find them. And that's an idea that we have of this. The personal encounter will be a big bus tour in 2016. We will talk about this more largely tomorrow, opening the tomorrow day, just presenting to all of you our omnibus tour idea. So I don't want to spend too much words about that now. It's going to be in 2016 from May to August, and we are going to go with over 100 riders from Finland to Cyprus. Yes, we are crazy. So I think there's a lot of possibilities on the roadside to meet all of you again, and to for all of us to stay involved with each other in the things that we love to do, which is obviously literary activism. So one might ask, what's that supposed to be? And that's probably one good topic to talk about at this conference. Because actually we really came up with a term. We hate to brag, and we're pretty proud of that. And I've never seen it before, and of course there's probably some kind of political touch about it, always when you talk about activism. But the political touch is of course a horizon of the Crown project as well. So because it's not only about presenting literature, it's also about meeting people. It's also about a society thing. To not get lost too much, I really want to thank, because as we all know, this kind of project will not work without funding, without cultural funding. So to me it's very, we are very thankful that we have so great partners already who are really, who are really supporting our ideas, who are really see the magic behind the crowd that we see. Because this is also something that we want to talk about this weekend, you know, relationships to sponsors, to to patronship, to whatever we call it in English. We say in German Kulturförderung, sponsoring. You know, there's a lot of different topics about that. So this very conference, at this very moment, we are very thankful that the Berlin Senate engaged themselves with some money. Dr. Emilie Wagner, she's here and will be checking us out, which is which is actually very nice, because on us, you know, this is the perfect kind of situation, because we are really interested in each other and in the projects. And it's not about, you know, just saying, well, we need money, thank you, but it's much more about creating a real relationship, and that's something we really want to talk about with you. How do you work in your countries with those kinds of situations? So it's it's a great pleasure, and we're very thankful again. Of course, the Kulturstiftung des Bundes is the main German co-founder of this very situation here. We are very thankful to them as well. And of course, co-funded by the creative program of the European Union. That's what we are sitting here as well. So this is a really magic situation for us. It's opening up international horizons. We've been to Brussels. We are in contact with the European Commission and all that stuff. So this is a totally new world opening up. Very interesting. Very interesting. We can talk about that as well. That's the main sponsors for this conference. Of course, with all the sub-projects coming up along the way, there's a lot of other people involved, a lot of other foundations involved. You can see a lot of logos, for example, on all our paper stuff that you can see there.